Tourists in Philadelphia looking to see the city from a different vantage point get on board the Ride the Ducks duck boat. Tourists like Kevin Grace and his 9-year-old daughter Ruby.
My daughter and I were taking a daughter-daddy trip, and part of the trip brought us through Philadelphia.
They decide to take a ride on the duck boat.
It was a novel experience for both of us.
Are you having a good time, gang?
This commercial for Ride the Ducks shows everyone on board enjoying the tour from the streets to the river on what is typically a carefree and exciting experience. But on July 7th, 2010, at about 2:30 in the afternoon, this pixelated footage shows the duck boat sitting in the Delaware River in the middle of an active shipping channel after problems with the boat's engine.
You know, that smell I was smelling when we first got in the river was kind of getting stronger.
The engine overheats and the captain drops anchor at about 55 feet.
And then the smoke started pouring out of that small opening down below, and the captain put duct tape on it. And I kind of made a joke out of duct tape on a duck boat, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, man, this can't be good. And somebody says, hey, is that barge see us?
At first, it looks like the duck boat is all alone in the river. But it's not. A 250-foot behemoth is heading directly towards them at a steady 5 miles per hour and appears not to see them.
It was kind of a gradual wave of panic for not only me, but everybody else. You know, my main thing was, I got to get my daughter out of this danger. So I jumped up, and the captain's screaming, whoa, 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 on his radio.
Hey, ferry, 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 whoa, 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 whoa!
Fruitless efforts are made to contact the operator of the tugboat, towing this empty steel barge riding high in the water.
I just couldn't believe this was happening, and I couldn't believe that we were about to die. It just didn't seem any way possible to survive something as tall as a 3-story building just mowing us over out in the middle of a river.
Only a few minutes go by before Kevin, his daughter Ruby, and everyone else on board realize the inevitable.
You know, we started grabbing for life preservers, and everybody, I was just such chaos on there. And, you know, my poor little daughter didn't have any idea what to do. So I did as best I could to get us to where we could at least have a chance. And I look up and I see that the first mate was already jumped off the boat, and he's already swimming for it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Kevin and Ruby don't have time to put on a life jacket. The barge slams into the duck boat, as if swallowing it whole.
People were screaming, people were barking orders at each other, people were whimpering and crying and panicking. There was just absolute sheer terror, just sheer terror.